Okay, this is huge. Lou Elizondo is writing a book. I can't wait to dive into this. Before I get too far, please hit like, please subscribe, share on social media, and as I'm going through it, please comment below and let me know what you think. Okay, let's dive in. Former Pentagon UFO official Lou Elizondo to reveal shocking details in new book. The former head of the U.S. government's secretive UFO program will pen a book for HarperCollins that includes profound implications for humanity. Whoa, it's profound. The former director of a secretive U.S. government UFO program is ready to tell his full story. Lou Elizondo, who headed the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program's efforts to study UFOs around the world, has signed a book deal with William Morrow, an imprint of HarperCollins, after a competitive bidding war for the U.S. publishing rights. Wow, I wonder what he got paid for that. The memoir promises to reveal shocking, never-before-shared details regarding what Elizondo has learned about UFOs and their profound implications for humanity, all of which will escalate what is already a hot topic globally. In May, Elizondo was featured on CBS 60 Minutes segment on the UFO phenomena, which has racked up 10 million views on YouTube, making it the show's fourth most watched segment on the streaming service. Wow, I didn't know that. Cool. Former President Barack Obama added on the Late Show in May, what is true, and I'm actually being serious here, is that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. We can't explain how they moved, their trajectory. They did not have an easily explainable pattern. And so, I think that people still take seriously trying to investigate, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, okay, presidents are not going to be real helpful. In June, the Pentagon released a long-awaited report on UFOs, which have been redubbed Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, U.A.Ps. They haven't been redubbed, they've been rebranded to get rid of the baggage of the term UFO. Sadly, that baggage is very real. Decades of brutal cover-ups, including assassinations, physical assassinations, character assassinations, sanity assassinations, where they've driven people mad to suppress this information. So that is why they have rebranded it to U.A.Ps to ditch all of that very real baggage, so they don't have to account for their crimes. But whatever, the rebranding has worked as far as disclosure goes, so I'm not going to fight it too much. But we do need to be aware of why they're doing that. Just to give it a fresh look, so people look at it in a fresh way, and so the government doesn't have to account for what they've done. In June, the Pentagon released a long-awaited report on UFOs. They contained limited information about the task force's findings. The report focused on 143 sightings by military aviators made since 2004 of objects that seemed to defy traditional classification, and some of which seemed to break the laws of physics as well. The report offered 5 possible conclusions about what objects could be that range from the ultra-mundane, birds and plastic bags, to the rather worrisome top-secret technology from U.S. adversaries. Not actually very worrisome, because remember, any explanation has to account for these things being in the skies since at least the 1940s, if not much, much earlier. So China and Russia did not have these things in the 1940s. To the rather eyebrow-raising other. Most significantly to UFO buffs, the report did not rule out aliens and concluded more study was needed. Said Elizondo in a statement, the American people know a small portion of what I and my colleagues in the Pentagon have been privy to, that these UAP are not secret U.S. technology, that they do not seem to belong to any known allies or adversaries, that our intelligence services have yet to identify a terrestrial explanation for these extraordinary vehicles. This conversation is only just beginning. Elizondo was a former U.S. counterintelligence special agent and helped hunt drug traffickers, terrorists, and spies. In 2008, he was asked to be part of the U.A.P, a $22 million program sponsored by then Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. In 2010, he was made director of the program. In 2017, he resigned from his position in protest of excessive government secrecy regarding UFOs. Elizondo was also involved in To the Stars. We know all that. Nothing really new there. Elizondo's book deal was brokered by Dan Farah of Farah Films and Management. Well, whatever. Anyway, so not telling us a whole lot that we don't already know unless you care his agent's name. But the important thing is that Lou is writing a book. This is very exciting. Now, is he going to divulge anything in the book that he hasn't divulged elsewhere? Probably not. You would think not. On the other hand, he wants to sell it. So usually when people write a tell-all book, they'll include some juicy nugget they have not revealed elsewhere. And that'll be what gets people talking about it and drive sales. So it wouldn't surprise me if Lou did reveal something, maybe something minor or putting something in a different way or a different spin on something that he hasn't revealed in other places. So let's hope for that. Let's hope for something new in this book that's pretty cool to think about. However, I'm not expecting anything groundbreaking in this book, but what this book will do, hopefully, is continue the conversation, continue to cement this in the mind of the public that the phenomenon is real. We are living in the age of disclosure, but it is a process, not an event. And this is part of the process. So, we've had Lou going on all the news channels, 60 Minutes recently. Now he's having a book. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the other players involved also came out with their own books. So let's look for that. And gradually this will permeate throughout the public consciousness and it will take hold. And we will have more and more people understanding that the phenomenon is real and trying to get to the bottom of it. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Also, please consider hitting the subscribe button, and if you do, the bell next to it to be notified of future videos. Comment below, let me know what you think about all this. Are you excited about Lou's book? What do you think is going to be in it? Is there going to be anything new or juicy? Oh, and by the way, I now have a Facebook page and a Twitter page, so check those out below. And if you would like to support the channel, please consider buying me a cup of coffee with the PayPal link below. Okay, until next time, Cosmic Road out.